Hey Hannah, where you going?
Oh, hey Noah. So today we're gonna walk on water. Let's go.
Hannah, this isn't water. I don't know what you're talking about walking on water. We're walking on a sidewalk.
So I'm walking on water, and I'll explain what that means. But technically, we're walking on Waterloo today. So
Yeah, tell me more about that.
all right. What do you want to know?
Well, we're walking on Waterloo.
Yes. So sometimes when I need to tell somebody the deets, I gotta go on a walk, right? So I'm gonna tell you all the deets today. If you don't know what deets is, that means details. That's for the old folks in my life. We're gonna start today with a life update. So basically about a couple months ago, I felt God kind of prompting me to leave my job and start something new. That's a very scary thing. If anybody knows what that feels like, it feels like you're walking on water. So I'm starting my own business, my own private practice, and my own thing. And I didn't really want to do that right now because it's terrible timing. Like, who does that? You know what I mean? That's just what happened though. And it took a lot of talk and discussion with a lot of people, a lot of prayer, a lot of like just processing. So that's where I'm at right now. And it's taken a lot of faith, to be honest. So as I was thinking about starting my business and like just quitting some things and all of that, I thought about how in the Bible there's a story about how the disciples were on a boat and it was like stormy and windy and stuff. They saw Jesus walking on water, which is like really weird. And anyways, Peter ends up saying, "Is that you, Jesus?" And he said, "Yes." And Peter said, "If that's you, tell me to come out on the water with you." And so Jesus said, "Come out on the water." And Peter had to step out of the boat onto the water, and he did it. He was walking on water with Jesus. And anyways, what happened was then Peter started looking to the waves and the wind and was like, "What am I doing out here? This is so crazy." That's what I think Peter thought, at least. Anyways, and he started sinking and he asked God to save him, and so he did, right? And it took a lot of faith for Peter to do that. And even though he did, Jesus even said that, "Peter, you still have little faith in me," right? Anyway, so that story always resonated with me because I feel like, one, me getting this house is also me walking on water because I've never been a homeowner before. And so I had to have faith to do that. And then like God asked me to step out and really go deep and walk on water by like starting my business and like doing some other things while quitting my job, essentially. So we're walking on water, Noah.
Okay. I didn't look like water, but I see the symbolic meaning now.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's a very great message for the time that you're going through in your life.
And to be honest, like, if I could just keep it all the way real, I'm really scared. Oh my gosh, it's terrifying. I actually was like thinking about it before you got here, and I was like, I'm gonna probably cry on this episode. Like, cause it's one thing to say the Bible story and talk about having faith, but when you actually do it, it's terrifying. Like, I think about when Peter was actually sinking in the water because he was so scared of the waves and the wind and everything. Like, he was terrified. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of where you're at right now.
Oh, I'm terrified. I don't know how all this is going to work out, to be honest, you guys. I really don't even know if I'm getting this house. I'm out here, though. Walking on water.
Walking on water. And I'm about to trip over sticks.
Yep. We're out here walking on water. Literally walking on Waterloo. So that's my life update. Very wild. It's an interesting time to be alive. And all I know is that that's why I wear this shirt. If you see the shirt.
Love it.
What does it say? With God, all things are possible. So I'm just trying to believe and have faith that God can do the impossible.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's keep walking. So sometimes when you're walking and you don't want to keep walking on water, you got to keep going. And also you gotta keep looking in front of you. So if I look in front of Noah, or if I look to the side to you, Noah, I'm gonna run straight into this tree. So I'm sorry, but I gotta look forward.
That's why you gotta pay attention to what you're doing in your life, right?
And you gotta focus on what's in front of you, and you know, I'm just trying to focus on what God is telling me to do and what's in front of me. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, but this is like what, you know, walking on water is a miracle, really. If you don't try, you don't get to see the miracle. So that's what I'm doing.
Gotta have faith and step forward, right? Even if you are scared.
It sounds crazy, yeah. Even if you're scared, you still have to focus on Jesus and what's in front of you. I thought they had the cross, like the signs, and I don't think they have them up here. Oh, right there.
All right, there's Waterloo in north, and we are crossing over. We're walking. We are going. We're crossing over. We're doing it. Hip hip hooray, let's go.
That's great. Because do you know what you just, like when you said, I'm crossing over, do you know what that means for me?
You're crossing over.
Do you know what that means biblically? Okay, so God promised the Israelites the promised land, right?
Yep.
So they wandered around the wilderness for a long, long time, and then God told Joshua to lead them into the promised land, and they had to cross over the Jericho River. In order to get to the promised land, they had to cross over the river of Jericho, where God did another miracle of he split the water, and they were able to cross the Jericho River.
Wow.
So when you said crossover, that hit me deep.
Wow.
That was crazy, bro.
We didn't even plan that either. I just kind of said that.
And you didn't even know what, and I looked at you like, what? You didn't even know what you said. You know, for people that aren't believers or whatever, they don't know like the word crossing over, but like to people that believe in God and like know the Bible and stuff, they know the importance of that term crossing over. Like you're crossing over into a new season. So instead of living in the old season, you're walking into the new season that God has promised you.
And that's kind of where you're going.
I really think that was like super prophetic when you said that. That was crazy. You know, it's hard, you know. I'm not gonna lie, it's really, really, really hard right now. So if you're watching this, check on your girl. She might not be okay. It's a day-to-day thing. Do you know, I struggle every day with like thoughts of like, should I be doing this? Like, I'm not joking you. I have a lot of anxiety of like, should I really be doing this right now? But I just keep praying, and you know what I mean? I keep just pushing through it. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just got to keep having faith that like, whatever God told you to do, you just do it, because there's something really beautiful on the other side, and I just have to believe that. In the promised land, they had new food. They had a land flowing with milk and honey. I'm trying to get to that milk and honey.
Trying to get to that milk, honey.
For real. Give me that milk and honey, please. I'm gonna go to the store and buy milk and honey. But yeah, so that's my update. But a house update, they started the driveway, and they made like, what are those things called on the house that stabilize the front part?
Posts, I don't know.
We don't know nothing. Who are we trying to kid? We're not HGTV up in here. We're HD TV.
We're HD without the TV.
For real. Oh yeah, I was told that they were finishing up painting on the inside too. So
Getting
we'll
closer
see how...
and closer.
Yes. Don't say that, it's scary. But I would encourage you, if you stayed here long enough to watch this video, just to keep your eyes on Jesus and keep having faith for whatever you're believing God to do for you. And, you know, to process that with people who are also going to have faith with you. Because when you talk with people who don't have faith, they're like, it's like, you know, looking to the left and the right, seeing the wind and the waves and all of that. So you want to make sure that you talk with people who can also believe with you.
Keep you on your path.
Yeah. So thanks, Noah.
Thank you. Thanks for the message.
Yes.
Glad to know I'm not actually walking on water.
Well, you're not, but you did too. You had your own process.
I did. We both crossed over.
Yes. So thanks for walking on water with me. I just want to remind you to keep your eyes on Jesus. Peace.